but there's a new battleground in Victoria with the state government looking to overhaul anti-vilification laws. Premier Jacinta Allen says it's all about clamping down on hate speech.
There is absolutely no place in our society for hate speech, but also to continue to strengthen our great and strong multicultural community. So we are going through a final set of consultation.
Yeah, they always say that. We're all against hate speech, of course, but critics point out that the laws are going to hamper free speech by lowering the threshold and broadening the grounds for vilification. Claire Lehmann is the founding editor of Quillette and she's a contributor with the Australian newspaper. Joins me on the set again. Good to see you again, Claire. Now, I hadn't been aware of this till you wrote about it in the Australian, a great column. This is very worrying because we know how racial vilification laws nationally have been misused against people. The process often hurts people rather than any findings. Explain to people how these rules would be expanded under these proposed Victorian laws.
So the proposal is that the law will be expanded from race and religion, so you can't vilify anyone according to their race and religion, to you can't vilify anyone according to their sexuality, their sex characteristics, their disability status, and I think it might be mental illness. So this is a problem particularly for women, feminists who don't want to have their bathrooms or change rooms occupied by trans women. Any kind of criticism of trans activists in particular will fall under this legislation. And now the scary thing is that the penalties that are proposed by the Victorian government are 3 to 5 years in jail. Good Lord. And they've lowered the threshold so that you can breach the law. The standard is that prior to their proposed changes, you have to incite hatred. You actually have to incite hatred. But now the responsibility falls on the person who's offended. So as long as you offend someone, it doesn't matter what your intent is, that's the criteria on which you've breached the law. Yeah, it was going to be, inciting hatred. Now it could be likely to incite hatred. As you say, lowering that threshold, broadening it all out to put it in simple terms, to expand the sort of number of potential victims. Yeah. And as you say, once you bring in sexuality and gender, you can see where this is going. Yeah. If you just call a trans woman a biological man, that'll be interpreted as vilification. Absolutely. And could be up for jail term. Yeah. And that's already happening. People are already hypersensitive. They're already making complaints to various commissioners because people just point out. Sometimes people get in trouble just for pointing out facts, like the transgender status of a sexual offender. And so these are the kinds of things that people in Victoria are going to get in trouble for. And it's going to be, there's going to be a huge chill on speech because, people won't even enter the debate if you're risking going to jail for offending someone. And we know how the dampening effect already we're having with laws and also with some of the rules put in place by broadcasting authorities and the like, and just the political correct nature of speech. There's been a real dampening on freedom of speech. We need to be able to debate these issues openly. This is getting worse. Do Victorians know about this, or has it been kept very quiet? I haven't seen much debate at all in the media. I haven't seen anyone in Victoria really coming out and fighting this change to the legislation. Where are the opposition there, the coalition, the Liberal Party? Anywhere to be seen? Asleep at the wheel. So that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah. This is why you need robust oppositions to point out about proposed laws like this, explain what the risks are and campaign against it. And we know, history tells us, if laws like this were to be passed in Victoria, soon enough Labor governments around the states would follow suit. This would become national. Absolutely. It's a slippery slope, and if these laws are passed in Victoria, it will set a really dangerous precedent for the rest of the country. Yeah, well, you've been a campaigner on freedom of speech across a whole lot of areas for a long time, very consistent on it, Claire, so thanks for joining us, I appreciate it. Thanks, Chris. Claire Lehmann there from Quillette magazine, and she writes weekly in The Australian.